three obvious traps set in college football week 14. First game up, we got to go to Friday night where we have the number 3 Texas A&M Aggies laying 2.5 points here at the Texas Longhorns. Look at this. ESPN Analytics projects Texas to win this game. They have a 51.5% chance of winning this game. It's pretty sketchy to see the number 3 team in the nation who hasn't lost a game all season only laying 2.5 points here on the road. Now, I don't know if y'all remember this or not, but when Vanderbilt was nearly favored at Texas, I said wait and see if this line flips to Vanderbilt being favored here. Texas only been home underdogs one time in the last 4 seasons with Sarkisian as their head coach. That one time was against Alabama, where they covered the game and lost the game by 1 point as massive underdogs. Now, look, I'm not saying that I think Texas A&M loses this game. I think this is probably the toughest game on the entire slate to pick. This is the obvious trap line. Like, they want everybody to open their app and say, oh, I get the number 3 team nation. Hasn't lost a game all season long. I can just take a money line here, minus 145. That's what everybody's going to do here. I like the total in this game a lot more. I think this game's impossible to pick on the side. We have Ohio State. That's right. We have the Ohio State Buckeyes laying 9.5 points here on the road versus Bryce Underwood in the Michigan Wolverines. Now, we all know the history of this rivalry. We know Ohio State can't beat Michigan. All you got to do here is lay 9.5 points with the number 1 team in the nation that's had an unbelievable run against the spread. They've covered all but one game, and technically, depending on whatever line you got, they pushed one as well. So, everyone's going to sit here, probably lay 9.5 points here with Ohio State, and I'm here to tell you I have no idea what to do on the side of this game. Michigan has been pretty competitive. Now, they're very banged up at running back here. Jeremiah Smith was limping around the sidelines. Apparently, he's going to play. Carnell Tate didn't play either last week. Apparently, he's going to be in here as well. Looks like Ohio State's going to be a full go. Does this game really matter to Ohio State? It doesn't. If Michigan wins, they're still live for the college football playoff. Ohio State's still going to the Big Ten championship, and they're still going to be in the college football playoff regardless of what happens in these next 2 games. Now, from a rivalry perspective here and from an X's and O's perspective here, I think the line's pretty fair in this game, but I think it's a trap. They want everybody to try to lay this number with Ohio State, and they're begging you to take Ohio State in this game. I absolutely love the total in this game, guys, and we're going to play this one in VIP. Last game up here, we have the Alabama Crimson Tide on the road here at the Auburn Tigers. That's right, the 5-6 Auburn Tigers, and you're laying under a touchdown in this game at 6 points. That's right. So Alabama, who's ranked in the top 10, is only laying 6 points against Auburn. Doesn't really make any sense here. Now, we've seen Auburn shuffle around their quarterbacks this season. Well, it looks like it's going to be Ashton Daniels starting this game for them, and he kind of balled out in the last game. Shocker. You get the ball to the edge where you have 2 of the best wide receivers in the nation, and you can put points up. That's what Jackson Arnold couldn't do for this offense. This Auburn defense is elite, though. They've managed to stifle the majority of the offenses, and we know how hard it is to play Jordan Hare. I'd argue Georgia got the biggest rig job in college football to go in there and win earlier this season. And I know Alabama beat Georgia, but I still think Georgia's a better team than them. This is a super sketchy line. The only way I could go in this game is taking Auburn. I think there's a lot better options on the board here, so I'll pass this game. But guys, remember, we've seen some of the best teams Alabama's had win on a Hail Mary against Auburn, lose to Auburn. I mean, we've seen some of the most insane shit happen, guys. There's voodoo magic in Jordan Hare.